Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we have something over here. Look at this, man. Look at this, how big this thing is. Wow. I already started to have a little unboxing over here, if you do not mind. I wanted to check before. So everything is right and everything is here, but is need to be over here. So I did check it before because it's not that easy to get it out, you know. Let me show you. As you can see, it says Tripod Professional Accessories. Of course, because I'm a professional. Of course. I did already put in this nice stuff, you know. So you can go with this like this, and it is much easier to carry, of course. But this is the K&F concept tripod. So we're gonna do a little unboxing, a little show it around and how it works. And I think this will be it, you know, like this will be it. So I did, of course, I said that I already checked it out. So we have it over here, of course. Let me throw that away. So this is what we have over here. I'm gonna put in some shots. It is pretty big, you know, compared to my head. It is pretty big, you know. So this is probably not gonna be your trouble around tripod, but we have those 3 legs and everything we need. I'm looking over there to see if we are in frame. We have these little latches over here, and I'm gonna show it to you in a second. And now we have this little tripod, you know. You can actually do is unscrew this one, I think, yes, this is, and then you can lower it, and now you have a nice little tripod, you know. It's absolutely fantastic. But now we wanna make it the tallest tripod ever, so we're gonna screw this in, you know. Let me unload the under ones out. There you go. It goes in pretty easily. They are not this kind of stuff that we have over here, but it is nice. So you can actually leave it like this, you know, like to make it much taller. If I screw this thing in, then it just stays like that, you know. I have to make the legs to stay like that. So, but you can unscrew this little thing if it's visible over here, and then you can do this magic. You can do the magic things, and then you can unscrew a little bit over here, and you can change the direction of these things. You can screw it in, and now you cannot move it much in directions. You can screw this in, and here there is a use carefully after crossing this line marking over here. So you may, if you're gonna use it like this, you may need to put over here some weight, you know, like a backpack or something. But this is really nice, making overhead shots or anything. I almost forgot to show you the video head kind of stuff, so let me put this away. And over here we have these really nice screw over here that we can unscrew, and you can get off. I'm looking so my head is in the video. So you can actually fully unscrew this one, so you can get this thing off, you know, as you can see. This thing you can get off, really cool. So if it's in the way or something, then you can easily remove it and put it all the way back in, and you can actually put it however you want. So I'm gonna put it like this, and now let me unscrew this thing, you know, and let's unscrew this thing, you know, over here. And now we have a very smooth, very nice movement over here. It actually has a little spring inside, you know, and it won't let the camera fall down for the lenses or fall backwards for the body of your camera, so it is really cool. It is not professional level, you cannot change the weight, so where it goes down and where it goes down. I'm not 6'7", sorry guys. That you actually get one of focus my friend over here, thank you. I think it is in focus maybe. Maybe it is, maybe it is not. But you actually get one of these little stuff, you know, over here. You have a little screw inside. You have these kind of screws which you can unscrew easily. So, but this doesn't let the camera fall off. Put it in and it won't fall off. But I'm of course not using this one because my camera is a little front heavy and it always gonna stay like this. So I'm using from my DJI gimbal, and it does fit in really nicely, and I'm just sliding it in and out, and it's really fast, it's really great, and it does fit really well. So let's show you how tight this one goes. So let's get all the legs out. As you can see, it doesn't really fit in my camera because I don't have a wide lens, you know, but they work really nicely, you know. Like, I was a little bit afraid that the legs will be a little downside of this tripod, but I mean, look at this one, like this is really tall. I'm 6'2" and I'm kind of still out of the frame, but so this is the tallest it goes. You know, it is really tall, like I'm 6'2" and I'm barely reaching the half at this point. But you have this little thing over here, you can move it over here, and now it is not much of an overkill. Let me do this one, and you can do these things, and now it is pretty good height, you know. And you can put it in between those legs, and then you can record down, fully down, 90% down, so it is really cool. Yeah, let me stand over there. You can actually unscrew this one, fully unscrew this, and yeah, you cannot take it out. So what you can do is you can actually unscrew this little thing down over here. As you can see, I did not see somebody show this part in their videos, and I have to find out for myself. So here is a little thing. So this is where you put your weight. You can actually use only the top half of this thing, but I'm gonna show you the longest you can. Yeah, that's not unscrew. So you can take it out now. Let's make it the longest, of course. So there you go, with the longest thing. Let's screw everything in, so everything is holding nicely and tightly. And yeah, let's not unscrew from there. Let's unscrew from this little thing, you know, over here, very nicely. It does take a little time to unscrew, and we can screw these things on, you know, really nicely and really tightly. And then it is now 2.4 meters high, which is insanely high, you know. Like, I can't really make it much higher because it's gonna hit the ceiling. So if I'm gonna extend it fully up, then it is pretty much a pretty cool drone shot, you know. So you can put it up. If you would like to say put it up, you can screw this little thing on the top all the way in, and now you have your camera over here, you know. I did not screw this all the way in, but I think you get the point that you have your little camera over there, you know. Let me show you the legs, because the legs are probably something like, you don't really want to chip out too much on the legs, because the legs are really important. And as you can see, I'm screwing it out, so it is actually screwing. Like, this is so good that you can actually screw this one out, and it doesn't come off fully, you know. Like, I may have to pull it or something to fully come off, but but yeah, they are screw-ins, so I think you can change it if you lose it, but I don't think that you're gonna really lose them because they are screw-in. And this was more expensive, you know, this fluid head. This was much more expensive. I first was looking at the ball head one, you know, because it was cheaper and I could get it in my country, and it was like, yeah man, just get that. But what I did was I spent once and I cried once, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna show you another thing over here. So if you tighten this fully in and tighten the rotating thing so you cannot rotate it, and then you can unscrew the head, the video head, the fluid head. What is kind of saying it is a video head. So this is pretty much that. You can buy this separately if you already have a tripod legs. I think yeah, it's a ball head. It was cheaper, but now I wanna shoot some videos with this, you know. So you cannot really do this with a ball head, you know. So this is why I spent quite a bit much more, because I could not find it much cheaper, you know. This was still pretty cheap compared to what others are selling this for. I think I showed you almost everything, you know. Not 100% sure, but it is a really nice, really small tripod for the use. I got it, and yeah, you can fit it in small places. You can make it, you can have a lot of different shots with this one. So I think this is really good. You can actually change this one as well. So if you're shooting up in the air, you can do this one. I mean, I did dress wrong for this video because it's black and black, but as you can see, you can actually screw it all the way in, so it is much easier to do, and it is really, really nice and really, really, really smooth, you know. Yeah, I did not get it from the KNF website because there are like 2 websites and I do not understand what is going on. In one of them it is much more expensive, and in one of them they are not that expensive. Then there's a chance that it is coming from China, and then you have to pay VAT and tax on it. So, and maybe you have to fill out some forms and this kind of stuff. So I wasn't really feeling that. So this is why I've gone with this from over here. I'm from Europe, if you wanna know. I think it is easier to get it from the US, in US. So, but this is a really cool tripod. I really like it, and it's gonna be a great use. It is still, for me, it was still pretty expensive for 125-ish euros, I think, but yeah, it is nice. It is very nice. I really like it. So thank you guys again for watching this video. I hope you know more things about this tripod. I actually really like this tripod, you know. Not gonna lie, it is a nice tripod, you know. You only have to buy it only once, and I think it will hold up really nice. I'm not sponsored, but if you want to send me some stuff, I'm gonna make videos about it. So yeah, thank you guys again for watching this video, and bye bye.